This is one of the characteristic trees of this region, Deccan Plateau, Albizia Amara. I have not planted this. We have several of them coming here. This is the hardest densest amongst all Indian wood. It's my passion. I feel like doing it. I am doing it. The Kalidasa's Kadamba is this only. So this is the place where our trees will send their roots to. It's just the interest and passion. I can't give them water. I can't give them manure. I can't do any of that. They come on their own. Each of these trees, they come on their own. For me, I have not built my life, economical life around this land. For this environment, for this rain conditions, this environmental conditions, there are few trees which grow very well. One of them is this Albizia Amara. You can see. In Kannada, I say Chujlupudi or Chigrepudi. This is
oh, this is the same, I guess. We use it in a Sigekai.
Correct. This is what is used as part of hair cleaning system, Chujlupudi. Albizia Amara. I have not planted this. We have several of them coming here. Of course, cattle don't graze here. Pretty hardy tree. It grows here. The other trees, the very beautiful flowers. Right now is not the season for flowers normally.
Is it thorny, this one, right? I mean, tree.
No, it's not thorny. This don't have thorns.
Okay.
Shikakai has. This is not Shikakai. This is Albizia Amara. This is a different. This is not thorny. I mean, there will be a little bit thorn, but it's not a major thorn. That Shikakai has a lot of thorns.
Lot of thorns.
This is smooth, more or less. This don't have thorn. Other great trees of this region which will grow into big tree. This is the other one. This is Mahua. That Ipemara.
Earlier days, the oils.
Correct. This oil was used as fuel to burn. For burning, for flame and all.
Even most of the places, they use this syrup as a alcohol, I guess.
Yes, what you are saying is true. This fruit, this thing can be fermented and made into a drink. That is actually slightly different. This is Maduka longifolia.
Maduka longifolia.
Longifolia, because you can see the leaves are longish. What you are saying, that major commercial crop kind of thing is in Chota Nagpur area. That is Maduka latifolia. So that is slightly different, and that leaves are the flowers are collected and used all through the year for them, like making chapati and all. They make it with that.
Yes.
So that's a slightly different tree, but this is what grows here very well. I'll show you here the trees which do very well under these conditions in Tumkur dryland region. Albizia Amara is one. Of course, Hunse Amara will come very well. Here is Hunse. This is Hunse. Tamarind comes pretty well. This Ipe, that is Maduka, does well. This is the other one, Melia Dubia. Hebeu. This also grows very fast and has good timber value. In fact, it's a bit invasive only, I think, in the sense they are taking over this place. I don't know what to do. I'll have to think of how to prune this or reduce this and give space for what trees we have planted.
This is also one of the good fodder, I guess.
Yes, this all our cattle eat this fodder. The tree leaves are good fodder, especially in summer also it will be there. This is one of the characteristic trees of this region, Deccan Plateau. This is called Hardwickia Binata. You can see people confuse it with Bahunia, Baswanpada, but it is not that. You can see the tender leaves are copper pink in color.
Yes.
And both the leaves, two-lobed leaves, both are separate here. I mean, the leaves, they are separate. Whereas in Bahunia, they are not completely separate. This is the densest amongst all Indian wood. It's a very slow-growing tree. Kamara, it's called Anjan, it's called in Hindi, Kamara in Kannada, Hardwickia Binata. There is this Louis Rice's Gazetteer of South India or Gazetteer of Mysore or something like that, 1890 Gazetteer, that's 135 years old Gazetteer. In that, he mentions that this tree, that is this Kamara, that is the Hardwickia Binata, is one of the main forest producers of this Kadaba Taluk. But
Okay.
it's very difficult. I mean, I haven't seen many trees of this in this region.
This is also Amara, right?
Yes, that's what you come here. I'll show you the formation.
Okay.
You can come this side, then you can see the formation. Careful. So this Camara, it takes long time to grow. It maturity value is 30 years. It's very slow growing. Densest wood amongst all Indian wood. So you can see it's grown in a formation. You can see in a line here and a line here, with the hope that once it's strong enough, we can build a machan on top. That's the hope. And this, what I read is and heard is that the bark of this, they used to make a rope which used to be used for tying anchors in the ship. Which means the bark is so strong that it doesn't decompose so easily even under salt water, sea water. And also I gather that this has very good, it's the most appropriate charcoal of this is used to make steel from iron. Because, that's what I heard from some friends. So this region, lot of this must have got cut because of making steel.
Steels.
You know, previously you wanted steel swords. So Tumkur, this Deccan Plateau region, you can see many places where they were specializing in making swords.
Yes.
So this is, it seems this is one tree which might have been used to make more steel, and that it's that because of that only probably it's got cut badly. Now I haven't seen many Camaras in this region, but of course there are Camara trees, not that it's very vulnerable or anything, in the sense for example Malamadeshwara range, Chitradurga range, Pavgada, Anantpur, all over there you will see plenty of Camara trees.
Even now forest department also they are encouraging.
Yes. I know particularly in Gubbi Taluk, Hosalli itself, they propagate this, several of them, several lakhs every year. This is Goni Mara.
Goni.
Goni, Ficus mysurensis. Ficus drupaceae. What is this? Yeah, this ficus. I mean, two types of trees which do very well in this region. One is ficus, like Goni, Ala, Arli, Atti. These are all ficus. And the other is terminalia. So we have plenty of that in this region, in this patch. So I'll show you some of this. Is Goni Mara. And this is the other one. This is called Mitragaina parviflora. It's the
What it called?
Mitragaina parviflora. It's like Kadamba. The Kalidasa's Kadamba is this only. Means in all what you hear about in Megha Sandesha is this tree. And this is the tree. You can see the branch structure. You see how to perpendicular, the branch structure, how they have come. The legend is that this lot of these are there on Yamuna river also. So this Sri Krishna's, a lot of his adventures were on this. You must have heard of that. In which
he was climbing.
He steals all the clothes of Gopikas who are bathing. So this tree, as you can see, is easy to climb. So and you can see lots of these on Yamuna river bed. It seems is what I have read. Mitragaina parviflora. This I brought this from Sirsi, so I was wondering whether it will grow here. But I was very happy to see a huge grow of these in Devrayandurga forest in Tumkur. So that means it definitely grows here.
And meanwhile, here I can see lot of biomass.
Correct. That's the speciality of this
Ficus. Ficus, right?
Yes. That's the beauty of ficus. You can see how much leaf litter it has given.
Yeah.
And of course, they say, no, banyan tree doesn't allow anyone else to grow underneath that. That's precisely what it is trying to do.
Yes. Yeah, here we can see lot of trenches. Is there any specific reason?
I can tell you this. Trenches, you see, as I said before, we used to plant a sapling and mulch around the sapling. That would help sapling, no doubt, but it gave rise to a problem. The problem was that in summer months, everywhere else it used to be hot, whereas around this it is cool, a bit, the soil temperature would be lower.
Yes.
That attracted all the rodents. So lot of these rats and bandicoots would come and make their burrowing under these kind of trees, where their mulch was there.
Yeah.
In that process, I lost some of the plants because they must have hit the taproot of main mother root of the sapling. And then another thought came. You see, if I am keep on mulching one tree, the tree gets nutrition, no doubt. But a wild tree is healthy when it is growing big, when it sends its roots far away. That is
Yeah.
when it has to, scout, go look for nutrition, look for moisture. It has to, root system has to grow big. But if I am feeding, mulching here all the time, it doesn't have incentive to grow.
Yes.
So what we did was to mitigate both this problem of rodents and trying to make these trees healthy. We dug up these trenches at many places. Wherever there is a tree, not right next to tree, you can see about 6, 7, 8 feet near the tree.
Yes.
Trench. This trench is, it's like a hotel for them.
Oh.
Now what I do is I fill up this trench. This particular trench is empty, but all the other trenches are full. This trench, we fill it up with bio waste. Whatever mulching, everything, we, instead of doing it at the base of the tree, we do it here.
This is for only this patch or
No, all
everywhere?
tree patches. Through all, wherever there is tree, 1, 2, 3, 4 patches we have done this, where we have dug a trench and we fill it up. First time when we dug up, the cheapest biomass available in this region is coconut fronds and coconut shell husk. Husk means not processed husk, just raw.
I got
Once
it.
they
We got it.
remove the coconut, what shell remains.
Yeah.
That is cheaply available. So we put lot of them under the in the trench first, and then cover it up with all eupatorium, whatever weed we feel should not be growing. We cut them and put them there. So that way, this place is the composting place. Means this naturally the moisture retention happens, and there will be some manure. These biomass will turn into manure. So this is the place where our trees will send their roots to, because this is where the food is available.
Yes. Yes.
So that way the trees also will become big and their roots, trees will be healthier, I think. So with that idea, we have made these trenches all over. You can see most of the tree patches have this trench. That's the reason why we have this trench. And in this trench, in the fruit patch, we have grown banana, coconut and things like that, where moisture is retained through the year. So at least initially we are growing, till the tree becomes big, we can grow some banana, things like that. That's the idea behind this trench.
So super.
And there is these trees you want to say, Arjuna is that. That's another Terminalia
Arjuna.
Terminalia Arjuna is another really local tree. This is Saptaparni or Maddale in Kannada. What is it called in botanically? Alstonia scolaris. This one. This is a great tree, Ficus virens.
Okay.
This is what is it called? Basri Mara.
Basri Mara.
After this, I planted in 2017-18. So after 8 years, for the first year, it has given me fruits.
And
which is a major bird attractor.
In this time, I have to ask one more thing. How you are recalling all the names, scientific names? I mean, daily you are.
Yeah, that's just because I'm interested in it, so I keep coming and checking them out. They're like.
No, if somebody
I
comes.
remember all my friends' names, right? I don't need any.
No, what my question is, if somebody comes, obviously you can recall the name. If nobody comes or something, then how you can remembering all the names?
Just interest and passion, that's all. I like these trees, so I get to know their names, characteristics, what they do, how they grow, what they need. I had to look into, pamper a little bit. I can't give them water, but at least I can come and talk to them. I can sing in front of them.
The question is, here you said you are not taking any of the products from it. And whatever you earns, you are putting that money here only. Then how you calculate
it's true. One thing, you see, it depends on various things. I don't know how to answer this question. My life, for me, I have not built my life, economical life around this land. I teach in a college. My living happens, both me and my wife teach in an engineering college nearby. So our living happens because of that. I take no commercial return from this land.
Okay.
I'm not saying everybody should do that or this is a great thing to do. Definitely, I'm not saying that.
Now,
It's
most of
just
the
that,
people do like that. That is why I asked.
correct. For me, this land was sacred. This place, these trees, these living creatures, like the whole idea, as I said, was biodiversity. Can I make few animals and birds which live here? Can I make sure that they live that much more happily? That was the fundamental question.
Yes.
So we felt we let us try our experiments, let us try to do what we can do. Of course, in the process, as you can see, it's not that I've invested huge amount of money in this. Like you don't see any infrastructure.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah.
see even there's no bore well, there's no current. It's completely rain fed. The main thing we have been able to give is protection. But to protection from what? It's just that human interference,
Yes.
not anything else. Like protection, we have, for example, we have animals living here. We have those hares, black-naped hare. We have mongoose. We have fox, the jackals. We have, as I said, slender
Slender
loris.
lorries. You even
There's
said leopard also.
leopard is also a regular visitor and resident also. Not in this land, because since we keep moving around, it doesn't live here. It lives in a nearby channel where human movement is less, but they visit regularly here. We were very surprised. One fine day we saw a deer also here, which is not
Oh.
seen anywhere here. Only one day we have seen in 18 years. So there are different creatures which live here. We don't do anything for them. It's not, they live, they figure out what to do. Only thing is we don't allow cattle and sheep, goat, cow, buffalo. We don't want them to come here and graze too much and destroy the ecosystem. That's all we afford to do. We don't do anything else. Yeah, basic minimum de-weeding, some cut them. De-weeding also doesn't mean we take out everything from the root. We cut them and mulch them. As you saw in many places, all the plants which we think are not, we don't want them there, we cut them and use it as a mulch. So that's my only investment. My investment is not, so I don't spend any money on it. Don't spend any money. We don't spend too much money on it. At the same time, I don't take too much. I don't take much also from this. It's okay. Some fruit patch we have, and for home purposes we have some sapota, guava, mango, jackfruit. Like that, few things are there, but nothing is done commercially here.
Yeah.
That's because I agree. It's not, I don't expect everybody to do this. I'm not even saying that it's good or bad or correct or incorrect. I don't know. It's my passion. I feel like doing it. I'm doing it. Like nobody asks, oh, I have a huge job which pays me a lot, and hence I'm going to build a big house. That's his passion or her passion. Like that, this is my passion. So I do this. That's
So
all. So
ultimately,
there's no commercial angle.
So ultimately, from here you are taking only peace.
Yeah, it's very nice. I feel I go around for a walk here, feels comfortable, feels nice basically. That's all. Nothing, I don't know how to express, but it's very peaceful, very nice. I like, as I said, I like birds, I like insects, so we document different kinds of life forms which are there in this land.
In this sense, I should ask one thing. You said about biodiversity. You said about how much birds are coming here, how much insects you already documented. I forgot to ask one thing. How much? How many types of forest trees you are planted here?
We have, last count I made 2 years ago, we had about 130 different species of
130,
30 different species of trees,
including both endemic and evergreen, whatever.
Endemic, evergreen, some of them exotic also, like Simaruba is not really local tree, but we have planted them. Lakshman Phala,
Yeah.
Anon Moricata. So that is not really local kind of thing. It's not that I'm very hung up about only local variety. My thing is they should be able to do well in this environmental conditions, in this dryland conditions. And then you see, for me, finally we have to relate it all to climate change. What trees can adapt to this region? Because I can't give any input, like I can't give them water, I can't give them manure, I can't do any of that. They come on their own. Each of these trees, they come on their own. Just that we don't want them to be cut. We don't want them to be burnt. We don't want them to be slashed or grazed. That's all we do. So that's our main, like as you saw, most of our efforts are going towards protecting this. We don't do anything else. And these 130 species of trees are doing quite well, means reasonably well. It's not that everybody is grown so big. Some of them have grown big. We couldn't see all of them. For example, Terminalia bellerica is there. It's one of the largest trees here. That side there is this people early Ficus religiosa.
Ficus.
So they are all there, very big trees, huge trees. Amara, that is jamun, syzygium. So they are all big trees. They grow on their own without much intervention from me. As only intervention is protection.
So the last question, what is the future plans? I mean, you
I really don't know. You see, a lot of my life is at this point of time what I found most interesting I did. Future plans, I don't have anything, but I hope this place will be a sort of repository for seeds of trees which are not so easily available in this region.
Yes.
So hopefully, as I said already, after 8 years, we can see like a tree is 8 years old, it will start giving me seeds and its children will start growing.
Yes.
I hope these will disperse somewhere on the roadside, somewhere something will grow. Even if nothing happens, it doesn't matter. I know that many of these trees have given shelter to so many birds and insects. That itself is sufficient for me.
Their blessing is enough.
That's sufficient. They lived happily here. I lived happily with them. There's a very famous theory, in the absence of sacredness. That means when we take away sacredness from various creatures, various aspects of our lives, whether it is not just living beings, means even rocks and hills and trees, everything is sacred. Once we take away sacredness from these things, they all look utilitarian to us. It looks as if, we have to use it. Like tree, what is the value of a tree? What is the value of hill? Value will become completely economics, which is not the way to look at. So I try to, whatever fora I get, I try to emphasize on how everything should be treated with sacredness. Means that is what has been traditionally, most non-Western civilizations have always been emphasizing on sacredness, whether it is day-to-day relations between human beings, relation between human being and a animal, or with trees or anything. Sacredness is very important in all aspects of our lives. So I just like to say that, insist that all of us practice that. Give sufficient sacredness to all aspects of your life. There are various things happening. Everything is not economics, everything is not utilitarian. Anybody interested in knowing about trees, not that I am an expert, but as you saw different kinds of trees, anybody is welcome to visit us, but please don't treat it like a picnic place. Come to learn, share, teach us also some things about trees. We'll very happy to learn. Whole of my family will be here. Please drop in whenever you feel like, but pure with the intent of, this is a sacred place for me.
Okay.
So please maintain that sacredness.
Okay, sir.